All right. Well, just a little quickie update. I fixed the wall. I like I was talking about in a video. Just put a little piece of angle over it to cover it. I mean, the roof will cover it up here, so you won't notice it. Did some internal bracing. Squared it with a square. Used a square to keep things square, and I got it corner braced. And then on this side here, this was off, because it's I fixed the one side, then the other side started looking just like way off to me, and I'm like, I really got to do something about this. So I ended up busting this corner apart. I cut probably a quarter inch or so off of this, enough to get it square. So everything's squared up now, as best as I could get it. It might be a few degrees off, but not much. So I'm pretty satisfied with it at this point. It was just like an itch I had to scratch. I couldn't stand looking at that bad angle and going, this is supposed to be my best work. No, this isn't my best work at all. And so, with the help of the debonder and some patience and some work, I managed to get it all corrected. So now it's standing strong. Um, I did some thinking about how I was going to glue it down because, I use super glue. I have extended work time or whatever you want to call that stuff glue too. They call extra time control. This stuff, yeah, it doesn't hold quite as well as the regular glue does, but once this thing's on its base, it's not going to matter much. But what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to glue down this building in the back here, the back part of the building, like I normally would, which is to do a bead, all my little dots so that the glue doesn't um, dry right away. Because I found that if you put the super glue on and you make a thin layer of it, it dries quicker than you can get this thing down on its base correctly. So what I do is I use little beads of glue, and that way it takes longer for the glue to dry. So it's not anywhere near drying up by the time I get it onto and squared up. But I think what I'm going to do is on the front here, I'm not going to put glue on under the wall here as I lay it down because it might be a little difficult to get it. If I have to move it around, it's going to show a smear. But I usually end up putting inside reinforcements in to the base, even though I probably don't have to. So what I think I'll do is I'll just run some material around the bottom edge and glue that to the wall and glue that to the floor, and that should hold it down just fine. Plus, when I put the glass in, that'll add a little extra contact spot to add a little glue to too. This thing takes a lot of glue. A lot of glue. I've gone through probably 4 or 5 of these right now, and these things run about 5 something a piece. I need to get. I tried buying the bigger bottles, but I just wasn't happy with them. Once you opened them, they seemed to go bad really quick. I bought a big bottle of gel, and the price was good on it, and it was made by Loctite, but I just wasn't happy with the way it worked. But I'm gonna see if I can maybe buy some of that stuff in bulk or something like that, and try to save some money that way because glue costs are getting up there. I mean, when I first started doing this, that same glue was like $2.98 or something like that at Walmart, and now it's like $3 more. So it's more than doubled the price. Um, this way of building is not cheap. Like I said in the other video, I have a lot of plastic into this, and once you add up the plastic, the glue, Um, you know, the paint is kind of negligible cost, really. It's, you know, because I can use it on other projects too. But once you just add all the materials and the decaling and the detail pieces and everything, I'm guessing that I'm probably going to have maybe about $400 into this building by the time, easily $400, because the signage, the lighted shell signs were like 50 a piece, and then I got to put another. It's going to have its own electrical power, so that's its own power supply and its own transfer board. So that's another like 40 some bucks. So I'm guessing probably closer to $500 just in materials into this building by the time I set it down. Uh, yeah, I get people asking, you know, if I'd build them a building, you know, and it's like, I really don't want to get into business, but you know, if I was going to build you one, it would be, you know, over $1,000 in climbing pretty easily, especially if I put electrical power in it. I mean, just the labor alone. Um, but you know, it keeps me going. You know, being retired, I don't have a whole lot going on in my life except for taking care of the house and the wife and the pets. I'm going to be a grandfather soon, so that's going to be a fun event. You know, it's going to be fun to have a grandson. And I'm building a big sandbox outside diorama. I'm going to be building that soon. So we'll be putting that on video. I still need to get some wood yet for it and just start working on it. But so anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd quick update the, or not really quick, it's getting on 8 minutes almost now for this video. But just wanted to show you what I've done so far. I could have saved it for next week, but there'll be more stuff next week. So anyways, see you guys later.